Well, it's that time that we cross over to Kisumu County, where our teacher, Willice, the word master, is on standby to teach us those tough pronunciations. Well, Willice, how you doing? Looking good in that royal purple.
Well, before I tell you how I'm doing, you look tough in that black. But personally, I'm doing good, Betty.
All right, great to hear that. Willice, let's begin from our first word. Now, you've had there our Kenyans giving us varied pronunciations. Is it appreciation, 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 all those, varied pronunciations? Which is which, Willice?
Well, Betty, this word is very tricky. You'll hear of appreciation, appreciation, appreciation. There are so many versions that you can hear, but the correct pronunciation of this word is appreciation. Appreciation. We talk of to appreciate, then we say appreciative, then we say appreciation, not all those other versions.
And when it comes to depreciation, is it depreciation or depreciation? Depreciate, depreciate. Is it the same thing?
Depreciation, the same thing. The issue here is whether we say season, season, so we say sheation.
All right, got it, Willice. Moving on to the second word, do we say albino or albino? This is a word that, has also tough pronunciations we've heard across.
Betty, never say albino, especially in serious communication.
All right.
Just say albino, albino, albino. Just like we talk of Ebola. Certain words are easy to pronounce. So when we try to use a lot of style or what we call hypercorrection, we end up making mistakes.
All right.
So albino.
Okay, albino and Ebola. Got it. Now, Willice, when I listen to you explain some words, you use a certain word that I want you to tell us more about. You say situation, but we are used to hearing situation. Willice, which is which?
Well, we don't say situation. Many people say situation, situated. No, situation. When somebody is taught about letter T to have sound t only, the person may say situation, situated. But remember, letter T has sound t, like in toy, ch, in situation or punctuation, and it also has sound sh, like in nation. Nation. We don't say nation.
Willice, got it. That should have been our surprise word because it's a big surprise. So situation, not situation. All right. Let's move on to this other university. Is it Egerton, 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 Egerton? Which is which, Willice? Teach us about that.
What we have to avoid is sound G for letter G.
All right.
G, Egerton, Egerton, no. We say J. Egerton or Egerton. But the correct pronunciation for that word or name is Egerton. When you find what we call RP, you'll hear of Egerton, Egerton, with what we call a consonant cluster. But saying Egerton is okay. What we avoid, Egerton, Egerton, no.
Okay. All right, got it. I'm sure the students there have learned something. All right, let's move on to this other two words. You have the coalition government, and then how do you also differentiate it with, impact between two things like head-on collision, collision, which is which?
I'll say whoever asked that question, Betty, deserves a pat on the back. If it's coming from you, you deserve one on that black dress or that black outfit. So basically what we say here is coalition or coalition for the government. Coalition or coalition. But when we talk of colliding, from the verb collide, then we now say collision, head-on collision. But many people say the collision government. Very wrong. We say head-on collision, but coalition or coalition government.
All right, Willice. Okay. Moving on to your surprise word. I know today you have a tough one. Which is which? Tell us about it.
Now, the word I have as a surprise today is not actually a word, but a name.
Okay.
Many people talk of Joseph.
Yes, Joseph.
Josephat, Josephine.
Yeah.
Joseph, Josephat, Josephine. I'm sure you must have heard of all those.
Well, I say Joseph.
The word or the name Joseph, should not be Joseph. We say Joseph with the voiced sound Z, Zeph, not Seth. Zeph, Joseph, so and so, not Joseph. We say Josephat, Josephat. This one may be very tricky. Many people say Josephat, but we say Josephat. Okay. We also say Josephine, Josephine, not Josephine. The way we said it locally.
that has got so many people, off, because we're used to saying Josephine and Josephat and Joseph, so it's Joseph.
If you want another one, I can add you the name.
Yes, please.
Geoffrey. There's nothing like Geoffrey or Geoffrey. We say Jeffrey. Whoa.
Okay.
Not Geoffrey, not Geoffrey.
Wow, that's a nice surprise. Those are nice surprises. I don't know. Do I pronounce my name correctly? Is it Betty or is it Bitty? I think I should check with you.
No. We just say Betty.
All right,
Betty. But we have to say pretty, but Betty. Betty.
All right, Willice. Well,
yes.
we conclude the class right there. Such a surprise, an amazing lesson we've had today. Thank you very much, Willice.
Thank you too, but we have to remember nobody can be totally perfect.
Yeah.
Next week, Betty will be there.
All right, Willice, the word master in all his glory, coming to us live from Kisumu County with tonight's edition of Mind Your Language. This has been Mind Your Language right here on Friday Briefing.